Hello everyone and welcome to the next session in the Sing Like You're Living series. Today I thought I'd talk a little bit about how to practice. Diet, sleep, exercise, three things that pervade our lives. There's so many books on each of those things. Sleep well, try and practice when you're well rested. Eat reasonably well, try not to practice straight after a heavy meal. And exercise, get a little exercise into your body. Yoga is wonderful for a more responsive, flexible body. That's the one I'd probably recommend the most. You have made a commitment to do this. It's a little bit like deciding to do a bungee jump. The moment you decide to do it, your adrenaline is already pumping a bit. But to achieve the jump, you have to commit to every stage. You commit to driving to the location, you commit to a safety briefing, you commit to climbing up and strapping yourself into a harness, for example. And it's the same thing for this. You know what you want to do, you've set your sights on performing in some way. That was your super objective that we talked about in a previous video. So now it's about getting into the habit of doing, and the habit of doing will help you commit to each of these stages, and it will also help to keep the adrenaline just a little bit under wraps. Little and often is great training advice. If you're doing an hour every day and it's surges of activity, it will be very hard to retain everything you're doing. So 5-10 minutes every other day and you'll find that your attention is greater. Try not to run before you can walk is an extension of the habit of doing and little and often. If you wanted to ride a unicycle whilst juggling and your friend wanted to do the same thing, if you practice riding a unicycle and then practice juggling, you're much more likely to be able to juggle whilst riding a unicycle than, say, your friend who decides to try and do both at the same time all the time. Explore, experiment. I'm never going to be one to say all of these exercises are the last word on anything. You have to be suspicious of people that say that. So how much more fun do you have when you go on holiday and you go off the guidebook? You look at the guidebook a little bit, but then you just find these little secrets that a city keeps, and you wouldn't have discovered them unless you'd gone a little bit off the beaten path. So as we move into this and through the course more, and more practical ideas are given to you, explore them, see them from different viewpoints. I'd be fascinated to hear your takes on any of the things that I'm going to share with you. So experiment, explore, and get back to me and share these experiences with me. It will educate me as well. Setting your goals will be wonderful for you. So in X amount of days, I will ... In X amount of months, I will ... And this isn't the end goal. This is just what you're trying to achieve at any one point. It could be in X amount of days, I am going to perform for one of my housemates, or I'm going to perform on a platform for my family. So set a goal and reflect on your practice. Reflective practice will really help crystallize and really solidify everything you've been doing. So once you've done the session, try not to reflect straight away. Let things just brew within you. And in a day or two after that, just sit down and go, yeah, what is working? What's not working? Do I need to re-understand and review what has been suggested? Do I need to just try it again and see if I can get it into my muscle memory a bit? So those are a few ideas for how to work, and I will see you very shortly, probably for a session on isolation practice advice. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.